Hello, my first graders. This week we are on lesson 10. I'm going to go over our words to know before we get started with our story. Give, one, small, put, eat, take. Let's look at them again. Give, one, small, put, eat, take. All right, so boys and girls, if you look at the word small, there's a chunk in that. Let me cover up the SM. Do you see that all? Hey, we've had all before. All. And we've seen all in other words like call. Okay, so now we have to add the SM to the front. Small. Small. Cover up this so you see the word mall. Small. Okay, one is a number word. Okay, eat. We have an EA in it. The EA makes the E sound. Eat. Eat. Okay, so make sure you're practicing your words. Okay, so our story this week is called A Cupcake Party. Okay, this story is a fantasy story. Okay, a fantasy story is another way of saying it's fiction or fake. A fantasy is a story that could not happen. It means it absolutely no way could ever possibly happen. And usually when we call a story a fantasy, it means that something like animals talking is happening, because we know, right, in real life, there's no way a chipmunk isn't going to just come out and start talking to you, is he? No, right? Your dog isn't going to have a conversation with you. So that makes it a fantasy. It means that this could not happen at all in real life. Okay, fantasy, it's definitely a fiction story or a fantasy story. So as we go over our story today, we're going to focus on where our story takes place, okay, the events that happen in the story, and our story characters. We're going to think about why our main character does what he does. Okay, we're going to think a lot about him. So one of the things that's important, especially when we're reading a fantasy story or a made-up story, is understanding our characters. Sometimes characters do things, and it's good to know, well, why do they do those things? It helps us to understand the story better. It makes the story make sense. So this is A Cupcake Party. It's written and illustrated by David McFall. Okay, so David McFall's over here. And if you want to read about him, you can look on Think Central. I miss my friends, Fritz said. I must have a big party. Fritz had a list of friends to ask to his party. So here's Fritz. Who's Fritz? Fritz is a what? Do you know what character that is? He's a chipmunk. Okay, he's a chipmunk. See, he's small. He's got a little tail. He usually has a little bit of stripage to him. Okay, he's brown. He's a chipmunk. Now, the chipmunk, Fritz, he wants to have a party. Why does he have a party? Is it his birthday? Did they tell us it's his birthday? No, they didn't say it was his birthday. What does it tell us here? I miss my friends. So he wants to have this party because he misses his friends. He just wants to see everybody. Do you ever feel that way? I want to see everybody. Yeah, so he wants to have a party because he misses his friends. He wants to see them. So he makes his list of people he wants to ask to his party. Fritz went to ask Kit. I will come, Kit said. It will be grand. Grand is another word for it will be like awesome or great. Grand. Fritz went to ask Jack next. Jack said, yes, a party is fun, Jack said. So are his friends coming to his party? Yes, they are. Kit thinks it's going to be grand, right? She thinks it'll be great. And Jack, grand means like it will be grand, it'll be awesome, or it'll be great, it'll be fun. And Jack said he's going to come, the dog's going to come, because he said the party is fun, right? Our party's fun? Yeah, it's fun to see everybody. Fritz met Fran and Stan at a tree stump. Fran and Stan said yes, too. So there they are, his friends. So far so good, right? Everybody has said yes. Fritz went to ask Glenn last. I will not miss it, Glenn said. So if somebody tells you, I will not miss it, it means there's no way I'm not coming. I will definitely be there. Now, why do you think his friends want to come to his party? So far, all his friends that he asked have said yes. Why do you think they want to come? What do you think? Do you think they want to come because it's their friend and they want to have fun with their friend? Probably, right? Do they know anything about this party yet? Did Fritz tell them what he's going to have for them at the party or what they were going to do at the party? No, right? He's just inviting them. He's saying, will you come to my party? And they're all saying yes. So that tells you, what does that tell you about our character Fritz? Is he likable? Yeah, people like him. They're friends with him. Okay, they want to be with their friend. If they said no, or I'll have to think about it, maybe they aren't as interested in hanging out with their friend. Fritz baked cupcakes to give to his friends. He put a small picture on every one. Take a close look at what Fritz is doing, what our main character's doing. Look at those cupcakes. Let me see if I can get a little closer because I really want you to see those cupcakes. Look closely. What are you seeing on those cupcakes? Do you see the faces? Hey, are those his friends? Do we see the cat? Do we see a cat like that? Yeah. Oh, look at the bear. There's that stork, the bird. Right? Looks like maybe Jack, the dog. Yeah, so Fritz, not only is he making what looks like delicious cupcakes, but he's also making them special to give his friends. Let me set this back up for you guys so you can still see. Yeah, he's making them special to give his friends. He's putting their picture on it. Would you feel special if somebody made you a cupcake that had either your face on it or something that you thought was special on it? Yeah, they put time into it, thought into it. So he's showing he's a good friend. He's doing something kind, a nice surprise for his friends. Fritz felt glad to see his friends. Take the cupcake with a picture of you on it, Fritz said. So look at that. He made all those cupcakes with their faces on them. So that was his special thing. Look how happy he is to see all his friends. Remember, in the beginning, it told us he missed his friends. That's why he was having this party. So he's glad to see his friends. He made the picture on each one. Look at his friends. How do you think they're feeling about those pictures? Yeah, they look happy, don't they? Maybe surprised that he did that for them. His friends had a snack for Fritz, too. Oh, look what they gave Fritz. A gigantic acorn. Do you know what chipmunks like to eat? Chipmunks love acorns. That's what they eat. They eat a lot of nuts. Yum. Now we can eat and have fun, Fritz said. That was the last page of our story. So in the end, did they all have it? Were they all able to have a snack together? Yeah. Fritz didn't make a cupcake for himself. He only made it for his friends. And then his friends were thoughtful. They thought about Fritz and gave him a snack too. So in the end of our story, they all had a snack. The friends had cupcakes and Fritz, our chipmunk friend, had an acorn. Very good. So hopefully as we went through and we talked about the pages as we went, we realized how nice Fritz is, right? And how he's a good friend. He missed his friends and he threw a big party just because he missed them and he wanted to see them. And how did his friends look about the fact that he threw a party for them? Happy, right? They look happy. They got a special treat from their friend, and they're all together. All right, boys and girls. So let's just go back real quick and talk about our events in our story. So let's see. Remember, when we're talking about putting things in order, sometimes it's good to go back and look at our pictures again and think about our story. So in the beginning of our story, at the start of our story, Fritz missed his friends, so he decided to have a party. So after he decided to have a party, what did he do? What did he do next? What happened after he decided? What's he doing here? What's he doing on all these pages? He invites his friends to the party. And his friends say, yes. Then what did he do? What is he doing here? Then he makes cupcakes to give to his friends, right? And then at the end, what did happen at the end or last? They all ate a snack together. His friends had a snack for him too. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our story today. Make sure if you want, go back on Think Central and read it at any time. It's good practice.